guys, this is Roth Cornett with Screen Rant here on location at the infamous Area 51 in Nevada, where the catchphrase for Universal Pictures is safety first.
The individual that you're traveling with is highly dangerous.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. Actually, no, we are here to talk to Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and Greg Mottola about their new love letter to the sci-fi alien genre, Paul.
I'm Paul.
Speaking of the film, so this is obviously, and it's been called this a bunch, a love letter to sci-fi and the alien genre and to Comic-Con nerds like myself. So how geeky are you guys? For instance, could you finish this off? Flash.
How
geeky are you?
Very. Oh, well, I mean, 6.
I tell you my fantasy of how this film evolved.
Go on. Go on.
It involves O'Doul's Game of Magic: The Gathering, at the end of which you're passed out on a floor surrounded by beer. Eureka. But that's not what happened.
No, it was nowhere near as debauched as that. It was more of a kind of a joke that came out of working in England. You deal with the rain a lot when you're shooting. We were making Shaun of the Dead. Our producer Naira said to us, look, can't we shoot a film where it doesn't bloody rain? And we kind of thought, oh, how about the desert? And then that turned into like this desert because we immediately go there in our minds. And then we figured, how can we get ourselves into a film where there's an alien in the desert? Oh, we've got to be 2 British tourists. And then I drew a little poster for Naira and gave it to her as a joke. And it was like, that was our next film. It wasn't really going to be, but it was a way of insinuating ourselves into a rainless environment. 7 years later, we made the bloody thing.
So you guys did a road trip across these United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even stopped here, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
It's our first stop.
So would you be honest with me? Which state is the weakest link?
Can I be honest with you?
I love it, yeah.
And I mean, this won't be seen by anywhere? New York.
I think
kidding,
you'd probably, you'd have to.
I'm from New York!
I know, that's why I said it. I read up on you.
You'd have to alter all the flags, wouldn't you? Probably just leave it.
I mean, were there any experiences where you were really like, this is just bonkers?
Well, it was all pretty bonkers, but in the best possible way. It was kind of, it's such an amazing country, you know. It's just seemingly endless and vast, and you can go for a day and not see a soul, and that was all bonkers. There was nothing kind of, we didn't have any weird experiences. It was all pretty, everyone's very welcoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
But you had
It's
two of
majesty.
the characters, the two sort of roughneck guys. And
That
the hillbillies.
happened.
That happened.
That happened
did
here.
It
not?
happened right here, yeah.
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 What? So were you did it come to fisticuffs?
Negative.
No, they would have just. It would have been easy meat for them.
They would have shot us in the back of the
Yeah,
neck.
they had rifles. I think he probably had a Barrett 50 cal in the back of his F50.
He could have knocked us off when we were a mile away.
Yeah.
So were
we
they
wouldn't
just
have
sort
even.
of generally threatening?
They came in, we were sort of in there messing around, playing
Don't
with all
get
the...
men like that at home.
playing
You know,
with
we
the-
don't get hunters at home, so it's you know, we were mucking about, we were having a lark, and then these 2 very serious men came in, and the atmosphere just changed.
They looked a bit annoyed.
Yeah.
And they had a beer and stuff, and we thought they're going to think we're pussies, I think was what we sort of thought with that, and would hate us for it and probably kill us. So we left prematurely, and then as we were driving away, I thought that would be funny, let's put it in the film, and we did.
How about a little Jeopardy? And I will give you an answer, and you give me the proper question.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
The answer is 42.
What is the
meaning of life?
the universe,
And
and everything?
That is correct.
Thank you very much.
The answer is Star Beast.
Starbeast.
Who did I sleep with last night?
That is correct. The original title for Alien.
Alien, that's right, it is, yeah.
In space, no one can hear you scream. At least that was the case with Ripley's last team.
The answer is space junk.
What does Paul refer to his...
What does the Millennium Falcon hide in?
No,
that's
he was
good.
on the right track.
Right.
What are Paul's genitals?
Are they looking right now?
Yeah, okay.
What are Paul's genitals? You guys are doing very well. Okay, how about a multiple choice, just to mix it up?
Go on.
By the power of Grayskull. A, political commentarian, James Carville. B, He-Man. Or C, said space junk.
Well, actually, it could be a reference to our own movie, Hot Fuzz, in which Nicholas Frost portraying the part of Daniel
Hello.
Butterman, intones the very cry that Prince Adam
Yes.
on Eternia would cry when summoning the power of Grayskull to his magic sword.
By the power of Grayskull.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
Do you like the trip question?
That's very good.
Okay, so let's talk about genres, shall we? You guys have now tackled cops, you've tackled sci-fi, you've tackled zombies. I'm going to throw out some genres. You give me a quick one-word, one-sentence, rapid-fire pitch.
Okay.
Gangster.
Two guys, they're called Nick and Simon. They are really good friends and they're gangsters.
Noir.
Ooh. You want to take this?
Two guys
Yeah.
called Nick and Simon wear trench coats and fire pistols at hip height at Russian prostitutes.
Yeah.
Gay Western romance.
Nick and Simon are in a tent. Nick is spooning his balls in.
I love that. Put a pin on that. Come
got
back
it.
to it later. Teen heartthrob concert film / biopic in 3D.
Nick and Simon.
Nick and Simon Bieber
are on stage with
set
Justin
themselves on
Bieber.
fire and make the whole world happy.
I've just made you millions. This film was a huge fantasy for any sci-fi lover.
Yes.
I mean, everything that you get to do is everything that we always want to do. What was the one sort of pivotal moment where you said, this is it, this is the moment, this is the fantasy?
In the shooting thereof,
In the
or
shooting, any part of it, really.
I mean, there was lots. I think there was driving this through the States. That was pretty cool.
Going on a road trip, huh?
Yeah.
On a tour of America's most famous UFO hotspots.
I hear that.
But I mean, I think for me, that first day Sigourney Weaver came on set.
Okay, yeah.
You know.
Is there a moment, and be honest with me because it's just us here, is there a moment that you meet Sigourney Weaver and you think about how many times she starred in a personal fantasy?
I wrote poetry about Sigourney when I was 19. I had a big crush on her, and I have done since I saw her exquisite profile in The Distance in Annie Hall. And it was to work with her was just extraordinary. And she was so much fun. She was totally and utterly into it, and she just wanted to bring it fully, 100%. And Nick and I are a bit nervous around her at first because, you know, she's like royalty. She so doesn't carry herself like that. You know, she has all the majesty and beauty of a royal, but none of the pretension.